Today we're in the mining town, the old ghost town of White Oaks.
Embark on an overland adventure with us through the ghost towns of White Oaks and JICARILLA. Uncover the legends of Billy the Kid and delve into the rich history of New Mexico.
Hey friends, thanks for joining us on another adventure, where each new day is the day we make.
New Mexico isn't just home to some of the most picturesque landscapes you'll ever encounter. It's also steeped rich in history. With an estimated 400 plus ghost towns scattered across the state, it's a haven for explorers like us. Today, we're venturing into a couple of these forgotten towns and retracing the footsteps of legendary Billy the Kid. Get ready for an unforgettable journey into the heart of New Mexico's past. Nestled on the edge of the Lincoln National Forest in Lincoln County is the ghost town of White Oaks. As early as 1879, this town was already thriving, fueled by the extraction of gold and coal from the nearby Jicarilla Mountains.
Hi guys, we're here in the historic town of White Oaks for this amazing journey through New Mexico. We decided to come out this way and check this place out.
What sets this ghost town apart from most is the remarkable preservation of its buildings. It invites exploration, along with the abundance of artifacts left behind, offering a tangible connection to its past.
Yeah,
Got lots of stuff.
Fueled by mining, the population of White Oaks swelled to around 4,000 people by 1882. However, the town's continued prosperity hinged on a railroad passing through it. By the late 1890s, the Santa Fe Railroad and the El Paso Railroad and the Northeastern Railroad expressed interest in extending their tracks toward White Oaks. Unfortunately, local business interests refused to make the necessary concessions to entice the railroads to complete the proposed project. With the mines becoming exhausted by the late 1890s and no railroad to bolster the economy, the population began to dwindle, leaving White Oaks a shadow of its former self. Once the largest city in the state, White Oaks now stands as a mere ghost of its former glory. Yet a magnificent piece of history endures. Built in the late 1890s, the remarkably preserved four-room schoolhouse, showcasing Eastern architectural influences, remains a testament to the town's vibrant past and stands as the finest example of its kind left in New Mexico.
Over there is the boys' bathroom, and there's the girls'. Here's a little glimpse of the bathroom situation at the schoolhouse. Oh, look at those guys go. And here's the schoolhouse. Oh.
Blown open and looted in the 1920s.
This ravaged safe from the town's post office is a stark reminder of a daring heist where explosives were used to access its contents.
Wow.
It's hard to read. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, look at this old tricycle.
This four-room schoolhouse operated until 1947 and now serves as a museum.
So if you guys ever find yourself here in White Oaks, the museum hours are Saturdays and Sundays, so unfortunately we're going to miss that, but we'll go ahead and show you this information here. Has all the contact information to make an appointment. And also there's additional for schoolhouse museum tours. Call
Susan. We're calling you, Susan. A registered state historic site.
Oh wow, there's the schoolroom.
I wonder if I can get through the screen.
Here's the schoolroom.
Not.
You gotta get closer.
Yeah. It's the darn screen.
While we were disappointed that we weren't able to look inside of the schoolhouse, it's truly remarkable that this unique piece of history still stands. It serves as a reminder of White Oak's past and continues to educate and inspire visitors to this day. White Oaks even boasts ties to Billy the Kid and other Old West figures like Pat Garrett, Dave Rudenbog, and Shotgun John Collins. Billy and his gang would often sell stolen livestock at the West and Diedrich Livery Stable, which also served as a safe haven for them. Most notably, in November 1880, a posse from White Oaks pursued Billy the Kid for over 40 miles, culminating in a tense standoff where Deputy Sheriff Jim Carlisle was killed. We were in luck. A local resident of the iconic No Scum Allowed Saloon happened upon us during our visit. Not only did she graciously open the bar for us to explore, but she also shared captivating stories and insights from a true local's perspective.
That mountain, and as you can see right there, where those two little hills meet. See the end? It looks like an ant hill, a giant ant hill. Those are the tailings from the north and the south Homestake Mine. And if you follow a road a little bit further on the opposite side of the road, there's the Old Aid Mine, which looks like a big cistern, and at one time was the deepest mine in the world.
Oh,
It's
wow.
as deep as the Empire State Building was tall. And in the late 1890s, they had a fire and 8 miners died. And it took them a long time to, well, in our time, a long time to extract the bodies, and they laid the bodies out behind the ground building for identification. And then they buried that mine with all the artifacts and everything, and then the company came back and went down again right next to that.
Wow.
All kinds of
fascinating.
amazing stories in this little place, which you really wouldn't know it, I think, when you first drive through.
In 1880, this building served as an attorney's office and later a print shop before its transformation into the renowned No Scum Allowed Saloon.
Our goals on this journey in New Mexico was to find some historical places.
It's amazing how many places we saw this time that we haven't seen the times before that we've come to New Mexico. Every time we come, we find something new and amazing to see.
So we spoke to the owner of the No Scum Allowed bar. We just happened to catch her. She told us about an old schoolhouse down the forest road that you run into leaving the town of White Oaks, and behind that school, which is the original one, is another schoolhouse which is newer, but that one dates to the 1850s, so if that's new.
Right.
And so we're just now entering the national forest, and we're on our way to find the schoolhouses.
That is at the ghost town, or the old town site of Jicarilla. And then there's another town site in this forest as well that we're going to try to find. And this is part of the original route that Billy the Kid took between Lincoln, New Mexico, which you can see in one of our previous episodes, and White Oaks, which is where he came. He came back and forth between the two towns quite a bit through this, what is now a national forest road. Thank you so much, Karen. Shout out to her. She owns the No Scum Allowed bar. So if you ever happen to be in White Oaks, New Mexico, and you go to the bar, make sure you tell her we said hi. And I believe we just found it. And what's cool about this is she said that the original schoolhouse is up by the road, and then the newer schoolhouse that was built in the mid 1800s is a little bit further back into the woods. So we're going to try to find that and the old town that is also here at the old ghost town.
This is part of what still remains of the ghost town of Jicarilla. A once bustling community believed to have been inhabited between 1892 and 1942. Its silent ruins whisper tales of a bygone era.
Now we're going to go and search for the newer building, the newer schoolhouse, and the old foundations of the old ghost town back here.
We explored the area and discovered several spots littered with debris and cans, hinting at the possible locations of the other schoolhouse. We now set our sights on the site of the second town.
We're in the ghost town of Jicarilla, checking out some of the old buildings. This is in the National Forest.
About 12 miles north of White Oaks lies the ghost town of Jicarilla. Once a small mining community, around 200 people lived in rudimentary shacks. However, during the Great Depression in the early 1930s, this tiny village experienced unexpected growth. Destitute families seeking any means to support themselves migrated to Jicarilla in search of work. The population swelled to 300. One of the greatest joys of our overlanding adventures is stumbling upon fascinating places with unique histories. New Mexico, with its blend of stunning landscapes, rich history, and endless exploration opportunities, has truly captured our hearts. Every time I'm here, I feel a sense of wonder and excitement. New Mexico truly becomes my land of enchantment. Thank you for joining us on this adventure through time. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'd love to have you along on future adventures. Safe travels, friends. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures.